I'm in Latvia because I wanted to make a radical change, you know, because I was just choosing this volunteer program, but I didn't want to go to a close country like Italy or France, no? Like, I just wanted something more like radical.
So you chose Latvia for your volunteer work, yeah?
Yeah, not really. I just choose the volunteer like project, and it was in Latvia, and I was like, oh, Latvia, what the heck is like why? So that's why like.
Okay, so you're volunteering in Radi Vidi Pats, yes?
Yes.
Your everyday life goes here in Liepājā.
Yes.
Okay, and what is your main tasks in your everyday work? What do you do here?
Okay, now for example with the COVID, I started one blog that is called being volunteer during COVID times, and basically because our life changed a bit when when COVID started, but before I was coming here and we were basically doing this kind of office work and also sometimes some workshops like zero waste topic related, like for example natural cosmetic or like homemade paper, like recycled paper. And also I was teaching Spanish before COVID, yeah. I've been here, I think, for 6 months, since past November.
Okay, and for how long are you staying?
For 1 year.
So 6 more months?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, until November.
I guess. It was very dark. Because it was already in November. So when I get out of the airport, it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the afternoon, yeah, and it was completely night. And for me, it was super shocking. Like, what is this? So absolutely, the weather and like the darkness is what my first impression.
But what about our culture or people around you? How did you like first days here? If you look at your
first days, I think that I didn't notice that much these cultural differences because like I was only surrounded with these people of the organization, and I wasn't really like meeting new people, like I don't know, like more local people that are not involved in the organization. So it came with the time, you know, when I started to meet other people and then to realize like, oh, like, you know, the culture.
And in your everyday life you use English language,
Yes.
in English, yeah. So is it hard to communicate with people around you, like with the local residents or in shops, on streets or somewhere else?
No, at the beginning it was way more harder than now, because for sure, like for example, yeah, in the shop or in these, in the shops, most of them they don't speak English, so you just have to use the little Latvian that you know. So at the beginning, for sure, I didn't know anything, so I was like trying to don't speak that much and just like praying that they don't, like you say, how to say, don't speak me, you know, in Latvian. Don't tell me anything in Latvian. But then now I understand and I speak a bit Latvian, so now it's easier. But before, at the beginning, it was scary, let's say.
Has there been any hesitation because of that? Has there been like people turning away from you if you ask something in Latvian, in English?
No, I was like, at the beginning I was like, angliski, now I know how to say, es nesaprotu latviski, tu runāt angliski. So I improved just this bit, you know, but like, with jest, you know, like we were like, oh, how much, no, like, price, money, like, yeah. You were like doing this. But no, the people usually is kind, no, with you. I wouldn't say I have problems, you know, but I have issues that I find like I miss from my country, related also with these the cultural differences and the socialization of.
There's like dancing or
Yeah, and
Spanish are kissing.
yeah, and hugging a lot. Yes, I hug a lot, and for me this is a no. But for example, like I'm very used to like meet a lot with the people, like almost every day, and maybe just for a coffee. You go for a coffee or you go for a dinner. Like we meet a lot to go to eat or drink something, you know, like all the time. And this thing I miss it a lot. And yeah, maybe one of the problem, let's say, is that I miss my family and friends. To say something. Actually, yes, but it was at the beginning of this COVID thing. I was in one cafeteria with Agatha, who is my mentor. She's Latvian, and we were together. And like she's teaching Spanish in university, we were speaking in Spanish, and the people were like looking at us like, oh, but they are like Italian or Spanish, and like COVID, and maybe they came just right now and they bring the COVID, and they were like kind of saying like, you have to like divimetry, like no, like you've been a lot, like because every time we have this mentoring, we spend more than 1 hour, So the owner of the cafeteria at some point she came and she was like, please, maybe you can leave, or like it's been too long since like.
That maybe wasn't really racism, the scare of the COVID.
Yeah, but I think it's the only racist thing that they have experienced, so it's the only thing I can tell.
The thing that made you feel different from
Yeah.
locals, yeah.
Okay, the most is the nature and the how seasonal I call it seasonal it is this country, because like it's first time in my life I'm experiencing this spring, like blooming and like with these flowers, and you can really see the difference between the winter with these dead trees, and now everything is super green and like with all the flowers. For me this is really amazing.
Spain doesn't happen, yeah.
Also because I'm from South Spain, so we don't have a spring. We have just like, let's say, summer and then something similar to winter.
Some colder summer.
Yeah. I will recommend them if they want to learn, to have these challenges and like to meet new cultures. Of course, I will recommend also because it's very beautiful. But they have to know that it's quite difficult. If they come from one culture similar to mine, it's quite difficult, to adapt and to.
I think the people who come here, they should like love challenges and expect a challenge, not
Expect the challenge.
Easy fitting in, yeah.
No, yeah, completely, absolutely, because it's like first the barrier of the language and that, but second the barrier of the people is not that open and like.